Our second panelist is Carolina García Valencia, a marine biologist with INVEMAR, specializing in GIS and remote sensing applied to marine and coastal studies. Since 2013, she's worked on the design and implementation of marine and coastal indicators and atlases for local, national, and regional purposes in the integrated coastal zone management framework. Her geographical focus is the South Pacific and the Caribbean regions. And thank you, Carolina, for joining us. Welcome, and you have 5 minutes to introduce your work.
Thank you, Kate. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for all of you. I belong to the Marine and Coastal Research Institute that is located in the coastline of the Colombian Caribbean, but we work for almost 5 years with 7 countries to design and implement the Caribbean Marine Atlas. This atlas is a digital platform that is online that supports the integrated management of coasts based on ecosystems for the Caribbean. Mainly the Caribbean and the North in Brazil is included. The atlas is supporting the implementation of the strategic program of the big ecosystems of the Caribbean, the GEF. And since 2016 to date, nowadays we keep on working in the construction, improvement, and feeding this atlas.
We have 352 spatial layers, nearly 285 documents related to spatial topics within the coastal area in the Caribbean. And these are for professionals for development and planning, members of ministries at a local and regional level, those responsible for making decisions, particularly also decisions for policies. And the information is produced by 150 experts who are registered users in the platform. And they come from different countries and they regard the different projects in the region. They are registered, they get trained. We try to keep them updated in the technical management of the platform. Most of them, or rather most of this data, are nationally produced in each country. That is really what we want for each country to do, like an archaeology of the own information that they already have. We're also working hard to jointly design indicators that should not only look at static layers of spatial information. This was a big challenge. We created 10 indicators. Many of those who participated were voluntary. And these 10 indicators point to different sustainable development goals of the moment. Now, as for financing, the atlas is used in Jamaica, Guatemala, Mexico, Republic, and Dominican Republic. And the financing of the project began in 2020. So we're now working on a sustainability plan so that among us 5, we can maintain the atlas and continue to use it. That is really what we want, our final goal. And I want to stress, and these 3 slides that you see, I want to highlight the work of the different professionals, delegates. They are the focal points. Every country has a delegate, and the work with them is done more closely. They belong to different institutions, to different research institutes, ministries, entities, fishing institutes, or even meteorological institutes. So the profiles vary quite a bit. Some of them are academic. We designed the indicators and we manage the information so it can be uploaded to the atlas. Their work is to has enabled us to have a platform with many thematic layers, with many indicators, and with an important information that we can make accessible to everyone. The platform is currently technically supported by the institution, but it's been the effort of all the countries that have participated, that have provided the information. Our atlas proves that going from local to global, we can achieve a great deal, because from the information of each country, we can have a viewpoint of the state of a nation in different topics. So we have had to address the spatial layers, particularly in the management of coastal areas. So we have environmental layers of ecosystems, existing threats, sea level, socioeconomic topics, and also even governance issues. In governance, we have tried to support that and to report the status of the different states in the Caribbean, because we are a repository of these spatial layers. Until now, our atlas does not include information derived from indigenous knowledge. It is rather addressing people who are at a government level, making decisions, but we do hope that in the near future, we can integrate indigenous knowledge into it. That is really what I had to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carolina. Thank you.